Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Chapter 350 of Boku no Hero Academia. Last week I was sick and I had lost my voice, so the only thing I recorded was Tower of God, and even then I kind of pushed myself. My voice was still cutting in and out a bit, so I was like, you know what? The arc we're in for Hero Academia anyway, I know what we're going to be getting. Like when we had the Liberation War, it's going to be like a part of a fight, and then we're gonna like cut off on that, and it's gonna be like, now we have to wait until next week for the next part. So I was like, it's fine if I don't record while I'm sick. I'll just do a double reaction next week and get to read 2 chapters at once. So I came here sitting down expecting to read 2 chapters at once, and we didn't get a chapter this week, and the schedule's been a bit kind of weird lately in general, but we didn't get a chapter this week, so all we have is 350. I do know we are getting another chapter next week or this week in 6 days. In 6 days we're getting another new chapter, but after that I'm pretty certain we have the normal, usual, if you're not used to this, the Golden Week break for all of Jump. So all of Jump is going to be on break for a week. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, holiday in Japan, and all of Jump usually has a week off for it every single year. So again, if you're not used to that, so maybe after that we'll get back to a normal schedule for Hero Academia, but yeah, releases have been on and off for a bit. But either way, let's get into chapter 350. The title, when I went to click onto it, had something to do with flames, so I'm assuming we're just continuing on with the Todoroki stuff. Yeah, it's 350, bound to a fiery fate. I suppose the big day has begun then. Police station. And we see a gorilla guy. Be quiet. You're light on guards today, so it's pretty obvious. All to prepare for today. That's why we sought out twisted raw material born into this world. And we're seeing Garaki. Warped seeds that could serve as his vessel. And now we're getting back to Toya and Shoto. 11 years earlier, Sekoto Peak. Hot. It's so hot. No, I don't want to die. I still haven't shown him anything. That one too was born with some cracks in him. No, maybe. From the very start it wasn't just cracks. Maybe that boy was born with everything. And we have All for One approaching him. And Dabi waking up. Get better soon, sleepyhead, and he's in a hospital bed. Where am I? I'm alive. Oh, he's awake. Sleepyhead is awake. Where are we? Was that really my voice, he thinks. Oh, does he not recognize it because of whatever they had to do to keep him still alive? This is where we live, Doctor. It's been, 3 years, Sleepyhead. You were asleep for 3 whole years. At least that's what the doctor told me, since I haven't been here all that long. 3 years? How? What happened? What's going on? I was on Sekoto Peak and then I burned up and I have to get home. We can't have that now, can we, Sonny? Why not? So I wonder, he's been asleep for 3 years and all this, I wonder if he was Nomutized in the same sort of way that, what was that Kurogiri was. From now on, you live here with everyone, your very own place under the sun. They're your new family. You'll come to love it, as sure as the sun does rise. That can't be. I gotta get home. I bet that Dad was just too busy with work to come see me, right? Probably. Yeah, he must be, really worried. Those were some awful things I did and said. I should apologize to Mom and everyone, and Dad still needs to see what I can do. Sadly, your hope is in vain. Restoring your burnt and broken body was a monumental task. Your missing pieces had to be replaced via regenerative tissue. You're a changed man with that burned rictus look on your face, and yet you survived. I'm changed. I don't get what you're saying. You'll never exhibit the power you once did. Every organ was damaged, your senses, your ability to feel pain all dulled. Your body is debilitated, and you'll never be the same again. But alas, despite our best efforts, we wanted to welcome you in at your full strength. We failed. You must be suffering, you poor thing. But I might just be able to restore your flames to their full glory. Well, what do you say? Will you join our family and allow me to raise you? Shut up. No way. Am I getting trained by anyone else? He had already been too molded by his upbringing for us to lead him astray. He was already festering away inside. Even the man who had known absolute control far and wide couldn't exploit the boy's obsession with his father. Those kids were our spares, in case anything happened to Tomura Shigaraki, a seedbed of ferocity and hatred, one full of vessels for the Demon King. Dabi as one of those spares was a failed experiment. How despicable. No, never mind. What are you even trying to say? More crap about how All for One had everything planned out from the start? I'm saying they'd better watch out, 'cause that one boy did buy what we were selling. Nah, wait. 'Cause that one boy never did buy what we were selling. Nah, we never gave up on Dabi and let him run loose, 'cause after his body came back to life, he was up and about. Okay, body came to life and he was up and about. He wasn't supposed to live for more than a month. What a surprise when the broker brought him back to our doorstep. Why had he come back? How was he still alive? Ujiko, you're the one who kept me alive, right? I had to know what Dabi was really thinking, so I arranged a moment when we'd be alone, just the two of us. Why, I'm tickled pink that you realized. Now tell me, what's been keeping you kicking? Seeing this walking corpse here gives me a decent idea of what you people were planning to do with me. And I'm back now, because this seemed like the perfect place for my funeral. That one glimpse told me everything. He'd kept his dying body, tethered to this world through a pure, blazing grudge. Shoto, I did come home actually, even though I was weaker than ever and there was no way that that what I was hoping for was there. But I was sure something must have changed. It's all I wanted to see. I still just wanted to be seen. But then, instead I was shown once more. And he sees the grave. After 3 years away, I witnessed that old familiar scene. The reason I was born. The fact is, as a failed creation, my life had been pointless. This family had left me behind in their past. When you surpass your limits, it's like everything you've built up is flipped around, upside down. I focused on honing my flame so I wouldn't be so weak when next we met. This body of mine kept peeling away and falling to pieces, but I never felt a thing. You want battle moves. I've seen 'em all over and over. Shoto, listen, I think... Yeah, he's been prepared to die from the start. Every time that thing saved the city, every time that thing got a boost in popularity, my heart kept pounding away. Ever since that day that Toya died and Dabi was born. Heat is energy born of living things as they move and thrive. All for One who seeks to live forever had no use for that mad heat rushing headlong towards death. The Demon Lord himself had to abandon that frenzied flame of death. And we see again the statue of All Might melting under Dabi. Flashfire Fist. Once I've burned away all that thing holds near and dear, that'll be the mark I've left on this world. Like I said, big brother, not on my watch. Again, really good character stuff. Hero Academia continuing to be a series where I've said it again and again and again and again. A series where the villains are the most well-written characters. That was incredibly good, incredibly fun, and again, like I said, it's one of those things where it's hard to talk about, where it's just, we got a little bit of the story and now we have to wait. Now we have to wait another week to see what happens next. I've tried, every time I've looked over at my recording screen and all, I've tried not to laugh because I can just see stain like peeking here in between the microphone and filter. But yeah, that was really fun and enjoyable. I guess that's it for this week. I really don't know what to say at this point. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my first thoughts and reaction to it. Subscribe for more Hero Academia and much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. It's free and open for anyone. And if you'd like to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Haku of the tubes, or a link will be in the description. But either way, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. I will say, before I end the video, I don't know. I don't know if we really needed the extra Dabi backstory. I actually think it does flesh out him a bit. Like, here's the thing, it was a really, really good story, but I came away not really thinking much differently of Dabi or the characters. I'm like, yeah, we already kind of knew this. Like, it was cool to see it, and it was a really well written and really good chapter with some nice art. But at the same time, I also kind of felt like, yeah, we kind of knew this. But yeah, either way, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.